Hey everyone, this is Jeff at Cornerstone Industries in South Dakota. I just want to point out a few things. I got a 180-degree swing carriage sitting here that's just about ready to go out to our painters, but we wanted to give you a helpful video on how to hook your hose kit up to the rotary actuator. Okay, so the first thing that's important, this is the valve block, which is a dual counterbalance valve that's mounted on the front side of your rotary actuator. This is where you're going to put your hoses. Okay, so you're going to need an Allen wrench like this to take these set screw plugs out. Once you do that, you're going to take your hoses, and in your hose kit you've got two hoses. One of them is 6 foot long, the other one has got an extra 6 inches. We like to suggest that you take the longer hose and put that on the side of the valve block that is opposite your auxiliary hydraulic circuit on the end of your boom, just because it gives you that little bit of extra length, which might help you in the process of putting your hoses on. One key point is you're going to have one hose end that is restricted. This is very important because you need that to slow down the swing speed for the rotary actuator to kind of a perfect, nice, moderated pace. We want you to take that hose end and you put that into the side of the valve block. That way the restrictor never comes out of the equation. If you ever have to change out your auxiliary hydraulic couplers or something of that nature, the restrictor always stays there. Okay, so again, important, you've got the restricted end, put that into that side of the hose. Now all of the hose ends on our hoses are a standard SAE number 6 3/8 inch straight thread O-ring fitting. And what you're going to do when you get your couplers to screw on the ends of our hoses is you just need to make sure you get them reduced down to that size. Okay, also real key point is when you get your auxiliary hydraulic couplers to go on the ends of the hoses, make sure they are the perfect size and face style as your auxiliary hydraulics on the end of your boom. That way you get the appropriate fit and seal. So if your auxiliary hydraulic circuit has flat face couplers, make sure that's what you put on the ends of our hoses. If they're ball face or nipple face, again, just make sure you match them up perfectly. That way you have the appropriate pressure and flow and the appropriate seal with the couplers that go on there. Okay, so once you've got your hoses put in to the hydraulic valve block here, you're going to take the opposite end and you're going to run it out the back through these holes in the mounting bracket plate and then up to your auxiliary hydraulic circuit. Just make sure what you do is you take a look to make sure you don't have any pinch points back here. We like to suggest maybe you put a hose clamp or a wire tie or something of that nature, and then make sure you pay attention to that the first couple of times you run the unit to make sure there's no pinch points. You don't want to run your hoses off to the side like this. You want to run them back here and then up to your auxiliary hydraulic circuit. And a lot of guys, they'll take, just for wear and protection, they will take and add some of the nylon sleeves to these hoses. That's a great thing to do too, just because of the sun and the wear and the vibration and the movement, all that kind of stuff. It'll just protect them and make them be good for you and keep you guys safe for a longer period of time. This is Jeff at Cornerstone Industries. If you have any questions or need some additional help with that, feel free to reach out to us. 605-582-8455 is our office number. Thanks, and hope this was helpful for you today.